What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, you've seen in the past I've been posting a lot of shorts, but here's my first long form video. I'm new to this, so I never really vlogged before, doing this for the first time ever. So I just want to take you guys along the journey with me building the 07K 300zx, but for now I want to show you my current build, which is my VH45 Widebody 300zx, which started off as a basic 2+2 300zx, quickly turned into something more. Deciding to keep Nissan in the family, we got rid of the VG30 and replaced it with something even better. It's been a roller coaster of a ride from 2019 and now, where many would have given up, but it was all worth it in the end. I had to just spray a little bit of water on it because it was just really dusty. But here's my 1991 wide body Nissan 300zx with a VH45 DE swap. All right, so we have the VH45 DE. This came out of a 1991 Infiniti Q45 and the JDM Nissan President. To be honest, the engine looks like it's meant to be in the Z. Like, it's tight, but it fits really, really well. So I am running the NA 5-speed trans with the Performance VH adapter. It does get a little tight up front. So the radiator, I kind of had to cock it, or V-mount it as they would say, kind of cock it back a little bit because it gets a little tight in here. This is a generic, I think 240SX radiator. It's a 2-row. So this harness came pre-made from Wiring Specialties. You can get that. So I didn't have to do any wiring. I'm not good at wiring, I hate it. So everything came pre-labeled. As you can see, this one says, you can't really see it, but this one says number 2. This one has number 1 on it. They're all labeled. So you know where everything goes. You know we gotta run the Fortunato 500s. These things are great, I love them. So this engine's not pushing that much power, to be honest. It's only like 300 horsepower, but I would say it feels a lot quicker than when I had the VG30 in it. I pulled that out because it was smoking like crazy and it needed piston rings. So I was like, let me just try something different. And that's how we ended up with the VH45. Yo, this car is awesome. I love the way it drives. Man, like I said before, compared to the VG, like, this thing is torquey. Yeah, let me let the car warm up before I do that. I'm not gonna lie, the exhaust setup I have right now kind of makes it sound like a squatted truck. I got a feeling after this drive, I'm gonna get back home, my fiberglass is gonna be all cracked. Yeah, so this thing handles really well, surprisingly. Well, not surprised, we're on Fortunes, but you know what I mean. For this engine in this chassis, it doesn't feel off. It doesn't feel unbalanced at all. It feels like it's meant to be. Like, Nissan should have put this engine in the car from the beginning. I don't know why they didn't. So this engine needs to be refreshed. I don't know what's going on. It's like cutting at high RPMs. Right there. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's time to pull it out, rebuild it. I don't even know how many miles are on this engine. I got it from my buddy and I just slapped it in the car. So the VH45 is a great engine. It's only making like 300 horsepower, as I stated before, but there's no aftermarket. Like, you really can't find parts for it at all. I mean, you can go to performancevh.com and they have a few things there, but it's literally little to none. So there is an adapter to run a M112 Eaton supercharger from the Mustang. Other than that, it's pretty much custom turbo, custom pro charger, custom everything. If you can deal with not having any aftermarket support, I highly advise swapping a VH45 into your Z. It's so much fun. Bro, I'm cooked, chat. I knew this was gonna happen. Bruh, I knew it. I got a feeling after this drive, when we get back home, my fiberglass is gonna be all cracked. I freaking called it. Man, bro. Well, I guess I'm putting the car down for the winter because this is crazy. All right, anyway, back to what I was gonna tell you guys. Let's talk about the wide body. So this is a JP fiberglass wide body, front and rear. Of course, the fronts have been modified wider, and that's why I cracked them, because I guess I did a little bit of miscalculation, but the rears are JP fiberglass, the fronts have been modified. You can check out my videos on Instagram where you can see where I widen them out. So the front is a J-Spec rep. They're way cheaper, and I know how to fix fiberglass, so the fitment was off, and I just fixed it. Not a big deal. I think I only paid like 300 bucks. Get a lot of questions about the hood vents. These are from Ionic Dimensions, I believe. And this is a OEM hood, so I just molded them into the hood, make them look like they belong there. And I had to cut a hole because, as you see, the clearance is a little crazy, but I made it fit. So I get the most questions about the duckbill spoiler. I actually got this from a Facebook group like 4 or 5 years ago. So the wheels are 19-inch Weds crayons, however you say that, LXZs. With the dress-up bolts hardware. Yo, if you're looking at some of the cleanest hardware in the game, dress-up bolts titanium goes crazy. I don't remember the offset, but the rears are 19 by 12.5. Fronts are 19 by 10.5 now. These are 6-inch lips. Those are 4-inch lips. So this gap here is for some splitters, whatever you want to call them, connecting from the fender down to a side splitter and tying into the front bumper. I just never got around to it. I just cut it, left it, but we'll get to it eventually. I just wanted to show you my custom build 300ZX with the VH45 and wide body. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know I'm swapping the Volkswagen 07K inline 5 into a 300ZX. It may or may not be this 300ZX. We'll see, but it's gonna be different. The Nissan purists hate me. So I'll tell you, I'm not one of the people that's like, subscribe. If you want to see more of the build, if you want to keep up with the progress on this build, consider subscribing. It might be something you enjoy, it might not. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Stay original.